Well, bars in the state of Florida officially allowed to open as of midnight this morning. Here in Southwest Florida, health experts are cautioning you, though, bar owners and people heading out to the bars, keep your guard up as you venture out. Jessica Alpern has more on this story.
Well, I sat down to speak with a health expert at FGCU who you're going to hear from in a moment. First, I want to show you how bars in our state spent the weekend preparing all ahead of bars reopening today. Bars are on the road to rebounding amid the COVID-19 pandemic. And if you do plan to pay your favorite establishment a visit, you should expect to have to do more than show your ID at the front door. That process will also include things like temperature checks and signs like this, reminding you of the threshold and mask requirement to enter. Some bars in our state say they even plan to wait a few days to reopen to make sure they get things right, including a bar owner who owns 6 establishments in Orlando. He says when doors do reopen, his bars will be set up more like restaurants. He's already bought more tables and chairs. That's also because the Department of Business and Professional Regulation has allowed bars to make 50% of their sales from food to stay open.
And possibly even adding some more kitchens in some of our other venues, so that in case that we do get a second wave or things change, we can adapt to whatever it is that we need to adapt to.
To keep numbers from increasing again, the director of the Physician Assistant Program at FGCU says bar patrons need to keep their guard up.
When people are in close proximity, when there's alcohol involved, they may be talking louder. They probably are not going to be maintaining 6-foot distance, especially as the number of people will start to increase in some of these establishments. So people need to be smart about this and realize that if you're going to be close, there's going to be a greater risk of COVID-19.
He says face coverings are one of the best ways to protect yourself in these types of settings. But of course, he recognizes that patrons will have to keep them off in order to consume beverages. We're going to let you hear more from him all ahead of bars reopening coming up in our next half hour. Jessica Alpern, Fox 4 in your corner.